this meeting to order. Please rise for the flag salute. Charlie, you got to lead us?
Sure. Salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning. Item 3, any citizen desiring to be heard. No one filed. Would anybody like to file? Hearing none. Item 4, consideration and possible action on approving minutes for September 30th, 2025.
Make a motion.
I'll second.
Oh, you say it, Mark?
Yes, sir.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. 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 All opposed, the motion carries. Item 5, consideration and possible action on plat of Emerald Oak, 73 lots in the southeast quarter, south half of the northwest quarter, 2015 north, 1 west.
Come on up.
Alrighty.
Start down.
I've been waving at you,
All
but
right.
you're paying
So, yeah, he was the one speaking, so.
Yeah, I get it. It's all good.
There we go.
This is over there at Westminster. Where is the county's not.
Right, it should be right down
in
there, yeah. It's kind of hard to read because it's two in one.
I was just looking at small print.
Yeah.
Where was that? Westminster?
Charter Oak on the south, yeah.
You good?
81 acre lots.
I think it's 72 or 3.
Okay.
73 lots.
73.
Lonnie has 2 places, it looks like.
I'll make a motion that we approve.
Second.
Until you go for signing. I got a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed, the motion carries. I'm not seeing.
Right in the middle.
Ah.
Does it need a stamp from you guys?
Troy will be.
I'm
there.
just gonna
Oh,
test
you're
it,
gonna do
that's
it.
fine.
Gotcha.
What about the storm drainage on that? Have y'all considered all of that?
Talking about on the county road?
Well, on the surrounding properties, people who currently live in the area, with all these rains this year, and all the neighborhoods, and some of the neighborhoods have been there for quite a few years, but this year, houses that were there before the neighborhoods actually flooded because of the runoff.
Yeah, I know there was some pretty torrential rain. We had, tried to design it as well as we could to let the water run through the ditches and have good flow through there. So, as far as I know, there's pretty good drainage for that.
I don't think there's a lot of properties around, maybe a few to the south.
To the south there, yeah. A little bit to the north.
You got them all sold?
Yeah, not yet.
What's sold up?
Yeah, takes some time, man.
I get it.
Take probably a year and a half, I would imagine, to sell all of them.
And now we're back across the street to the county clerk's office
Okay.
and record it.
All right, appreciate you guys.
Good luck.
Thank you. All right, y'all have a good day.
Item 6 will be discussion with representative of Penn Lake Construction pertaining to renovation of the 1121 Station
So
Building.
I received a text from Fred just a few minutes ago that he is not able to make it. However, this is what he had to say. He apologizes. he thought Chase would be here. The 2 added ADA automatic door openers are due in for this week. The stain on the Commissioner Dias desk that needs to be completed is supposed to be done this week. Today, tomorrow, it says final fire marshal inspection is this week, and set the generator and the ATS. I can tell you that the ATS is being delivered today and put in, so then they'll bring the generator after that. So that is from Craig at Timberlake.
So, nothing on, and we'll take that. Item 7, discussion with Dee Miller pertaining to About Face Women's Program. Dee, how are you this morning?
Oh, I was doing great until everybody in the store can't drive. Oh my goodness, I forget that the college kids are back. And then I'm thankful that the highway patrolman
And
was
you're
not out.
welcome to use that if you'd like.
Okay. First
Make
of all,
yourself at home.
make myself at home, that works. First of all, thank you for letting me come. So, we are in 5 months of the ladies being at the About Face program. They are actually doing very well. I've aged 10 years, I think, with them. And I used to a bunch of women. But anyway, everything is going really well. So, what I have for you,
Hey Dee, just for the people, do you mind explaining what this
Sure.
is about?
okay, I'm going to give you one of these. And you're the new commissioner.
Yes, ma'am.
Nice to meet you.
Floyd Carr.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Kaufman. So the About Face Women's Program is a court-ordered residential group home project. I actually visited Eddie Warren Correctional Center and Mabel Bassett and handpicked the ladies to come to the program. We have 8, and actually I've deleted 1 who couldn't follow instructions, so we're down to 7. But the ladies have done really well. We have spent the first 90 days, actually going on 120, going to the doctor. We've had to replace teeth. They owe the tooth fairy money. We had one person that had to have 10 teeth removed. Now, they're all former drug addicts, so nobody took care of those things. We've had physicals, we've got eye appointments. Half of them need glasses. We've got 1 more to get glasses on at this point. So in-house, and I have some pictures for you all. In-house, we have a psychologist that comes, who does trauma counseling and mental health. The Iowa tribe does their substance abuse, self-esteem, parenting. And we have drug court. Our Payne and Logan County Drug Court comes and does their substance abuse and drug testing. So we have all of this treatment in the morning, from 8 o'clock in the morning until 11. The ladies now are enrolled in school at Meridian Career Tech. They are taking underground utility finding class. So they go to school from 12:30 until 4 o'clock, Monday through Friday. So we're just moving right along. There are weekends they get to sleep until 9. They're up every morning at 6. We exercise. We have our own little Planet Fitness that's in the garage. So we work out every morning. We've had a garden this year. We've grown some veggies, lots of squash and cucumbers. They have a fall garden in right now, which gives them their Saturday and Sunday activities. So we are doing well.
So that,
Yes, sir.
this is located in Logan County?
It's located in Stillwater. It's in Payne County.
Okay.
The women are from Payne and Logan County.
Oh.
So I only have women from these 2 counties.
District 9.
Okay.
Okay? It's just our ladies. And they are enough.
People adjudicated in our
Yes.
judicial district.
Right.
Yes.
If you could go back, because Floyd is new and wasn't
Okay.
here when you were first here, and just kind of give the overview, the premise of what this was about.
Okay, so our ladies, just like everyone else's in the state, unfortunately, we just get mad at them and eventually send them to prison.
Right.
So these ladies specifically, just like everyone else's, they are on their third, fourth, or even fifth felony by the time they do get sentenced. Which means that they're not eligible technically for anything in less than 10 years because they have after-former felony convictions. They all have drug-related either charges or because of their substance abuse, they created the charges that they have. All of our women, and they range in age. You have the baby is 21, youngest one's 21, the oldest is 45. And what we did with them is we hand-selected these ladies. So at the time that we started looking at people for the program, there were 163 women from Payne and Logan County that were in prison at this time. And they've been in prison for a while. So our district attorney, which is Laura Thomas, wanted to do something to help our women at least have a chance of not recidivism or going back to prison again once they're released. So I retired from the Department of Corrections. After 35 years, I did community sentencing. So this was one of my counties that I was in charge of, and I did treatment, probationary treatment. I had funding for that. I retired from DOC in January of 2019. Laura Thomas took me to lunch 3 or 4 or 5 times. I went back to work for the DA's office that September. So I've worked for a whole 8 months. So during that time, we talked about what this could be. So we started off raising money, figuring out data so we had information, and then figuring out what ladies we might choose. It took me 4.5 years to find the location, to work with the people who own the building, to see if they would let us use it, have it, how much rent would cost. So once we had those things in place, I spent almost 9 months just gathering stuff for the house. So we were actually blessed with lots and lots of donations. The county gave us some here, Payne County gave us some. We had a sorority that was tearing their building down, so we were able to get dressers and dishes and those kinds of things to actually get our house full. Our tribe has been phenomenal in providing us also with toiletry items for the ladies. So we finally handpicked everybody like last March, February and March. They all came and spent time in the Payne County Jail about 2 weeks before we actually got their sentences modified. So their sentences range in length from 5 years, but we have one that's got a 20-year sentence. And so what the judges did is modify those time to-dos to suspended time and put them in this program. So they have to live in the house, do all of their treatment for 1 year. And once they finish that, which includes their graduation from Career Tech, then they'll dismiss that charge. That's an agreement with the court.
Alternative to jail.
Very good.
Now, are you monitoring them after the release?
Yes, they have another 6 months where they're going to have to come to the house at least twice a month so we can lay eyes on them and see how they're doing. But technically, we're going to keep up with them for an additional 3 years. So statistics are if we've done all of those things for them while we've had them and monitored them, they should not reoffend within a 3-year period. So kind of the bonus, which I didn't know, the program that the Career Tech put them in, it's called this underground utility, I call it underground utility.
Blind spotting. Blind spotting.
Okay. USIC is the company. They're actually going to start working part-time in March. earning $20 an hour, which is amazing. I got a deadline of the 15th to make sure they all have driver's license, so I got 2 more to get driver's license. One of them is your person, Miss Lily Aloysia. I teach Lily how to drive, she's never had a driver's license.
Oh, wow.
Which is scary. So I'm praying she doesn't tear up my car, because that's what we're gonna practice it.
It should be their employer, but you might need to invest in some votes first.
It's scary. So,
Oh, it just gets on them.
yeah, we gotta get her some driver's license. We've had everybody else's license reinstated and all of that good stuff. But the company, they're gonna work part-time while they're in the house. That money will go into their savings, we'll open up a bank account for them. So they should leave with about $4,500 to $6,000
There you go.
with them to start them with. Upon graduation, they take some final test, they're guaranteed employment with this company, which is phenomenal for them. We've already
Love
started,
what you do.
working with potential renters to get them in some housing, because we don't want them to go back to the same spot that they were in.
What's the maximum number of ladies you can have in the house right now? Wasn't around 20?
It is. I could have 20 women.
Are you glad you started off with a smaller number?
Yes, Lord. The other thing I will not do is we move them the week of Easter. So, yeah, I don't know, that was just, so, we Easter egg hunted around the house. I spent the first week with them. I did not go home at all. And that was just to get to know them on a personal basis and get everybody settled. But we have house staff, so I have somebody there that's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We transport them back and forth to school. So we have 2 people that drive every day to take them back and forth. We rode Bob the bus one day as a group, which was interesting. We figured out they couldn't do that on their own, because they wind up somewhere else, because we have to change little buses in town. But, we're good. We're good. Again, the thing that probably delayed a little bit, which is more overlapping than delayed, is all their medical stuff. 2 of the ladies, one needs a full set of dentures after we've pulled all of her teeth.
And you
Where
got,
do you get funding for that?
We have been blessed with the Lakeview Point Dentistry in town. They've pulled all of the teeth and filled teeth at no cost to us so far.
Man,
So,
that's awesome.
but all these ladies were previously incarcerated in the state system. And the state doesn't provide,
if they pull a tooth, they don't replace them while they're in DOC. And most of them, they tell me some number, like you have to be in over 2 calendar years before they even do dental.
If you have a toothache, DOC, you just got a toothache.
Yes, sir. And that's pretty rough for them.
So Dee, I understand Payne County gave you some of the money that they got from the opioid settlement?
Yes, initially sheriff's office, who wasn't using their opioid money right then, they gave me $50,000. I've written a grant with the AG's office, which we had to have community partners involved in. So I pay the psychiatrist, Iowa Tribe, drug court, and the jail, because the jail hired a nurse to be able to do Suboxone. We had to have all of these levels of opioid treatment. So the grant that I wrote was for $300,000. $100,000 of that went to the About Face program. The rest of it went to my community partners.
Does Iowa Tribe require you to have any of their tribal members in the program before they help?
No.
Okay.
We do have 2 Native American women though in the program. And that was something that we talked about with the Iowa Tribe to be able to help treat people too.
But they're not necessarily Iowa Tribe members?
That is correct.
Well, I think we got a lot of I can't even say it.
Opioid.
Opioid dollars.
we got some sitting there in an account, but I'm not clear how we can spend it.
Well, I sure would like y'all to donate it to me. Those things that, you know, we still have to do with them, again, I need to buy dentures for one, which they've given me a price of about $1,200. One of them needs a bridge in her mouth. We've got one lady that we need to catch up her child support because it was on hold to suspend her driver's license. A lot of things that, you know, you really don't, I never thought about when we were developing this. So I didn't budget for some of those things. But we just gotta keep it moving.
Well, I'm quite certain we can't use it to catch up child support and buy dentures.
No.
I think it's going to have to be more on training and
Okay.
education.
Educational, we have, and I put this together for y'all too.
We couldn't just donate it to that program, no?
No.
So education-wise, I have, I pay tuition for Meridian for the young ladies. We order, because of their job program, I've never worn cowboy boots, I'm a city kid. I've never worn construction boots either. So we had to buy steel-toe shoe things, boots for them. We're on this $160 a pair. You know, it's getting ready to be cool, cold. We've still got to get some clothing for their attire. But let's see if I can make this go for you all. Here's this. Okay. I can put this over here for you all.
Have you seen the list of uses that we can use that money for?
No, sir.
I'll give you a copy of it.
Okay.
There's just certain things that we can use it for. But I don't mind, I'd like to see this money being utilized.
Okay.
This, if you look at our budget, this substance abuse counselor, I know we can use it for that, no question.
I just don't know how we're gonna set it up. I mean, I don't think we can just write you a check and say, here you go. And
There's a process, and I've talked to Max, we're trying to put
Yeah.
together the process.
If you'll tell me what I need to do, I'd be more than glad to. But what I want to do is show you all, I've got my little projector. Let me show you some pictures, and I would love for y'all too to come see the house, if y'all have time.
On 12th Street.
And Leandra James from the jail, Leandra is now a board member, so we have a Logan County person, and she's helped tremendously. So when I went to visit the prisons, this is what I showed the ladies, what the house would look like. That's the inside, nice and clean, entryway, your hangout area, kitchen, dining room, we have a group classroom, study area, and your bedroom. So it's a bedroom, bathroom, bedroom, all the way down the halls. So the ladies don't share a bedroom. And we have a clothing closet. Our theme is the sunflowers, so we planted those and they took up the whole first part of the building. We had a garden this year. We had lots of squash. We did some group therapy, so we would help this guy take care of horses for a little bit to learn them how to do something besides themselves. Group therapies inside the house, that's with the Iowa tribe. Here's some of your ladies. So here's a picture of Lily, Katie, and Angie. Another thing I will not do, half of them, their names start with the A. Angela, Amber, Angela, and Mark, no. See, they mess me up. I just call them all like you do your kids. But Angela, Ashley, Amber. So that's what they look like now, going to school. So, I'll show this to you all too. So we've actually accomplished a lot in the first 5 months. And Lily, who's one of your children, I call it, back to your counties. When Lily got her first drug test, hers is hanging on her door. She said it's the first one I've ever gotten clean. And that said a lot.
Right.
It's still on the door. Now, they get drug tested randomly, since they're now in school. When they come home Sunday, everybody just take a drug test. But they've been clean now for a solid 6.5 months.
That's great.
They've also, because now that they're clean and we eat 3 meals a day, they've gained about 25 pounds too. What we started off with, nobody can wear now because they've all expanded a little bit, but it's healthy. But again, I thank everybody for all the support and encouragement that we've gotten for the program, and we're on that second leg now to finish strong. So
I'm glad.
Yeah, you're doing well. Doing great.
I'm glad
That's
the ladies
awesome.
are doing well.
yeah,
I agree with Lonnie.
We sent some stuff to the DA to get their approval, see if we can do this. and
Okay.
How to do it, so
okay,
when we get that back, I'll get in contact with
sounds good. But yeah, come visit. We
you. How
have
many board members you got?
11 right now.
That's a lot.
Well, whoever wrote the bylaws said we could have 15.
Wow.
I know that was a lot too, but everybody's pitched in to do their part, and they just lined me up for speaking engagements, and so that's what I do. I travel with my laptop, and I got a little projector, and off we go.
So you don't work for Laura no more?
No, sir, I'm employed by the house, and so basically my social security and retirement keep me going. It's not about the money at this point, it's about them being successful. And this is a different adventure for me. When I worked for DLC, I audited programs. I've never started one. So this has been a good task.
Now you get audited.
Now I'm getting audited. That is true. I'm finishing one actually right now.
You should be able to keep your group out of trouble.
Oh yeah, they know better, but it's cool to see them change.
Yeah.
Especially in, our little environment. They've actually grown quite a bit, and they're learning how to hold each other accountable. So I wake them up every morning at 6 o'clock with music and knocking on the door. We have a little group meeting at 6:30 to get the day organized, and then we head out in multiple directions. So again, I appreciate you all letting me come. And
Thank you for the update.
yeah.
How do we, who do we contact to come and take a tour?
Me? Wasn't sure if I had cards last time, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I got you programmed in my phone already.
Okay. You're welcome.
Anything else, Dee?
I think that's it.
All righty, when I hear something back from DA, I'll
Okay.
give you a call.
Awesome. Thank y'all so much.
Thank you. Have a good day.
All right.
Keep up the good work. Pray for patience.
Oh, yeah. Back and a little extra sleep.
Yeah. Have a good one.
I shall.
Item 8, consideration of possible action on acknowledging the receipt of notice of tort claim of Glenda Cotton before the actual claims.
I move that we acknowledge we received the tort claim and report it to ACO.
I'll second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, motion carries. Item 9, consideration of possible action on the notice of receipt of notice of tort claim from Jessica Baker before the actual claims. I'll move we acknowledge and forward.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed, motion carries. Item 10, consideration of possible action on monthly shredding service agreement with Arcade Black for the health department. They do that much shredding?
Yeah, they probably do with maps and stuff. Even on the back page. 55 a month.
At $55 a month.
You get a motion on that?
I need one.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second. Have a motion and a second, any discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
All opposed, motion carries. Item 11, consideration of possible action on resolution establishing the 2026 employee insurance benefit.
We did not put in a budget for an increase, so it will remain $700 per month per employee for 2026.
I'll move we approve insurance.
I'll second.
Have a motion and a second, any discussion on it? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, motion carries.
I have nothing for 13 and 14.
How about 12?
I mean 12 and 13, excuse me.
No action on 12 and 13. Item 14, consideration of possible action on consent agenda items.
I have none on A and B transfers. Do have city cash funds.
Open my son that in my own spot. I resigned off the exercise board.
Go straight up from where
Straight
it
up.
is.
There you go. Chris, you signed the bud on this
Can do it.
one. You gotta come over here. It's the first one I've ever seen.
That's it for consent.
I move to approve the consent agenda.
I'll second.
I got a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed, the motion carries. 15, consideration of possible action on claims for payment of October 2025. That's it on here? I'll make a motion to approve the claims.
Second.
Have a motion and a second, any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed, motion carries. 16, comments, announcements, questions by the county commissioners for other county officers and department heads. Sheriff, you got anything?
No, sir.
Troy? Mark?
No,
Floyd? Only thing I'd like to see us look into is the sign down there for the new administration. I'd like to get that sign occupied by Logan County. And what I'd really like to see is make that a digital sign where we put messages on it, notices, anything that we do. But the state ain't been too cooperative so far about letting us have a sign. I'm gonna dig into it, so just heads up.
wonder if Taco Mine would.
And
I don't know.
That's
owns
state
that?
property.
Yeah.
If they're state property too, if they're just leased. So,
So anyway, I wanna look into, it, see whose cage we need to rattle about getting that sign. So, that's all I got. Item 17, consideration of possible action on adjournment. I'll second. All in favor, say aye. Aye. We're adjourned.